Dear Emmanuel, dear Keir Starmer, dear Vladimir Zelensky, dear colleagues, can I also thank President Macron for his kind invitation to Paris to attend this meeting of the coalition of the willing. But before I do so, can I speak to Keir Starmer? It was, dear Keir, the last meeting, your last meeting of this coalition of the willing. And can I really thank you for the excellent cooperation we've enjoyed over the last 14 months. We have worked closely, intensely, but in great friendship. We worked together for Ukraine, of course, but not only. For more than for very many years, we have been cooperating with the United Kingdom. We signed an agreement last year, an agreement that has now been ratified by both our parliaments. And it means that now that the parliamentary work has come to an end, we will be able to relaunch even further the cooperation between Britain and Germany. I will be, of course, pleased to work with your successor, but we are sorry to see you leave, quite simply because, as I have said, we have worked so well together. At your last visit in Berlin, I think we'd decided that we would go on enjoying a close personal relationship, and I must say I might take you up on that offer and phone you occasionally to get your opinion on this or that. Can I also thank President Macron for inviting us to the coalition here on the eve of Bastille Day, this celebration of freedom. And indeed, Vladimir, you, Ukraine, and we are fighting for freedom. We're fighting for the freedom of Ukraine, but also for the freedom of the entire Europe, which is being threatened over the last few weeks. We have been able to give new momentum diplomatically also. We had the G7 in Evian, where we restored transatlantic unity. And thank you, Emmanuel, for organizing the G7 so effectively and for being so successful. We also had very recently the NATO summit in Ankara. There again, a summit that was very well prepared. We were able to successfully show that the 32 members of NATO were able to go on working together to defend freedom in Europe. This war against Ukraine, this war against Europe, has come into a new phase. And over the last few months, Ukraine has been achieving genuine military successes, and our support has been instrumental in securing that. But the Kremlin has not been able to take any territory over the last few months, and an increasing number of Russian citizens should be starting to realize that Russia will not reach its goals in this world. And we want to make the most of this diplomatic and military situation. Volodymyr, we will go on supporting Ukraine. We will go on increasing pressure on Russia through the meetings that we're having today. We're doing this not to make sure that the war lasts any longer. No, we want to bring it to an end. We have to get the message across that it is time to come to the negotiation table, to agree on a ceasefire, to put an end to this pointless bloodbath in Ukraine. Today we agreed on 5 items that my colleagues have already mentioned. First of all, on peace, we have said that we are in favor of a ceasefire. It is something that is vital and key to securing a lasting peace. Then there has to be lasting monitoring, security guarantees, binding rules, and a strong Ukraine. And the coalition of the willing can play a significant role in close cooperation with the United States to get this. The security guarantees, well, Moscow won't decide what they end up being. It will be Ukraine and its partners, and we, the German government and Parliament, will decide what our contribution is in due course. We also decided at Ankara to increase our contribution and support to Ukraine. We said that we would put 70 billion euros a year to do so. And as we have said, it is vital for us to work on Ukraine's anti-missile system, defense system, and I think we really have to do what we can to build up this anti-missile defense. And we have also wondered what the defense industry could do. We have mobilized the anti-missile defense industry and set up this coalition, this anti-ballistic coalition. This will help Ukraine face the assaults by Russia, and it will make it easier for our industrialists to work together. Fourthly, we also looked at how Ukraine could get ready for another winter in a time of war, should there be a need to do so. We need to make sure Ukraine can be resilient, and Germany will do what it can to assist in so doing. What is interesting is that we've all got the same compass. We want peace and security for Ukraine and for Europe. And we are, of course, ready for peace negotiations with Ukraine and Russia, supported by Europe and the United States. It is for President Putin to seize this opportunity. We will go on increasing the pressure on Moscow, go on working within the coalition of the willing, and we will go on standing side by side with Ukraine for freedom that we will be celebrating tomorrow with our French colleagues, freedom of Ukraine and freedom of Europe as a whole.